keep the Coach Fribley legacy alive for future generations and all of that sort of thing. And with the cooperation, the help from Mark Newell and cooperation from the administration, I think we found a way to do that. And so we've put together this little, I need my 6'5" son, where is he? So come up here and read.
Thank you.
So you've invested in all of our lives at various points in these 40-some plus years. We're very appreciative of that, and this was a way to preserve that memory for future generations. As future high school kids come walking through this hallway, they'll see who's that handsome guy at the top, and maybe stop and actually look at that. So glad we could do this for you, glad we could recognize your contribution to the swim program, to the school, but also to all of our lives at various points along that path. So thank you.
Thank you, Mark. I haven't rehearsed anything. I just, first of all, so humbled by all of this. It seems to me I was always in it for you guys, as I got a note from Michael Froman saying it was never about Coach. It was always about us. And that's what I always saw. The idea was to, if I could, and I guess my other, you guys talk about this is this, that I would get them addicted to it, and then all I had to do is sit back and watch. And that was the whole goal, was to get, if you never swam before, never, well, I want to try it. Okay, give it a try. There's no place, if you don't like it, leave. There's no place worse in the world to be than in a pool for 2 hours a day, looking at a black line, going up and down for 2 hours. So give it a shot. If you don't like it, fine, but you tried it. And we've always had so many kids that never swam before, never did it, but they wanted to give it a try. And I got them addicted by my laid-back approach and stuff. And once I got them addicted, then the rest was history. All I had to stand back and watch their success. So I want to thank all of you for coming today, and I want to thank this crew here and what they've done and stuff for me for this, to thank me for my efforts. So thank you. Alex? My other half, Sally, she's the one that had to suffer when I was never at home most of the time. So.
Well, what I can say is that you have all been part of our family. You can imagine getting up real early in the morning and not seeing Daddy. The little kids wondered what's going on. But as they got older, then they all realized that he had a lot of other kids. So you all were part of our lives, and we're very grateful to have all these years with you. So thank you for being nice to my man.
Well, Mark asked me to say a few words here. When I heard Coach was retiring, I'm 5,000 miles away, but I had had the pleasure over the years of having Dave and Sally come out and visit us in Hawaii, and
Twice,
and also to have actually had another East swimmer who Dave coached a generation later come out and work with me in the marine biology program, and it's just to me it has always struck home that the legacy that has come from 4 decades of service in this program. And I worked with Dave and Sally and another of our classmates, Bryan Brown, who was the captain of the Columbus East team in '73 and '74. I had the honor of being the first one to make the sojourn to Ball State University for state championships, and we ate Burger King together and had a wonderful experience bonding together. And then over those 3 years Doug Foster and Tim Roach and Bart Krebs and several other teammates, came along and made that trek with us as well. But part of what we really did was we tried to think what would be the best wording on the legacy and what really was the take-home message. And athletic success is one thing, but being able to communicate a work ethic and a life idea of improvement and of growth, no matter where you start, is really what came home to me with Coach. Is that there were a couple things that whenever we would travel to away meets, one of our traditions was we would take 2 one-gallon jugs of water from the East Pool, and 2 swimmers were designated at every one of those meets to carry that water into the opposing team's pool and put it in to kind of mark our own territory. And the honor for doing that was not simply who the best swimmers were or who the team captains were. Coach would look to see who had made the most improvement or had the best attitude, and the ability, and every single one of us would carry that water with pride. And I think, to me, the take-home message has been inclusion and an open door to anyone who wished to work hard and to succeed to the best of their abilities. And that's an ethic that I've taken with me as I've worked with young people the rest of my career. So, David, thank you so much for that and for being patient with a whole bunch of high school kids for so many years. So thank you.
Oh, David, thank you.
I'm following Dave, and that's going to be really hard to do because that was really a lot of what I wanted to say. I see Coach from a little bit different standpoint because I became a coach. I coached swimming for about 20 years altogether, and a lot of what he taught me, particularly about something that Dave was alluding to, was we were a team. There was never one particular person that was made the star. We all had a part. I remember one of the things Coach used to say was, he said, well, that third place person, hey, he may not be the best one on the team, but you know what? He's going to get us those 2 points that are going to win this meet. And I've taken that with me my whole coaching career, was the fact that this man taught me that. And it's a rarity because I can tell you it doesn't happen that much anymore. And this man did that. And I've used him when I coached. Actually, I also direct plays. And I did the same thing with plays. There were never stars. Everybody was a team. And therefore, nobody ever stood out. We say congratulations to the smallest chorus person. They make part of the show. And so, all of those things I used in my career as a coach. Team, team, team. And that's what I came away with. So thank you.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Fribley, there are a few families here that can thank you, like the Richters and the Fosters.
15 years of Richter. Oscar said that at the senior night his last year.
Well, Oscar can't do math because it's 17.
17.
Maybe he shouldn't have been able to go there.
17.
If I can get my Richter brethren, sister over here. We would like to present you with this, the first ever honorary Richter Award. You are now an honorary member of the Richter family.
Thank you, David.
Of course. It's more exclusive than the Nobel Prize.